Alrighty then, mic check. It is 5 minutes until the U.S. Open. Welcome aboard. So we've got YM on the docket today. Now, how many of you guys remember our conversation from last week where we discussed the possibility of moving over to the Dow? It was actually a suggestion from one of our, I don't know if they were a member or not, but definitely somebody in the live stream had suggested checking out the YM. Now, let's talk about why we were on the RTY to begin with. But first, let's turn on some full auto here. We are 5 minutes before the U.S. Open. For the next 10 minutes or so, I would like for the system to go ahead and auto enter for me. Let's put up, let's go 5 smalls for me, and I'm going to load up there. And let me get the pop-out chat going here this morning. It is Monday, which means we also have Mentorship Monday today. So today is the day. Bring your questions about anything. Open mic. And let's go through our checklist here this morning. Got full auto turned on, but I do need to turn off some real-time protection, right? Make sure your real-time protection is turned off. Every great gamer knows. Get your PC working its best and don't let it interfere. Speaking of interfere, let's look at the news events here for the morning. Don't forget trading is risky and all that business. All right, so we've got $9:45 red star. So 15 minutes past the open. We've got 2 red stars there, and then at 10:15 we've got some speakers. And then 1 o'clock, some FOMC chatter as well. So the big one is going to be this 9:45. So we'll keep an eye on that. Alexa, set an alarm for 9:43 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Make sure you get your lucky like finger going.
Double delta team on the 1.
Okay, so looking around the boards here for the morning, and we had green on the wave, tide also green on the YM here. Checklist, ATM set. No list is good. Mic check. ALGOBOX size. We're on the 1s currently because it's slow. We got 15 seconds to the open. Five seconds.
Enigma short on the E1.
Target filled.
Okay, and right off the bat,
Target filled.
2-finger EAM on the delta EAM on the
We hit targets filled 21.3. And that ended up being a moonshot. Everybody type some moonshot hype in the chat. 21.3. And we are at 570 already here this morning.
double delta EAM on the 1. Speed of YM 212. DCDM EAM on the 1. DCDM EAM on the 1.
Vinny, could you someday go into ALGOBOX's lore and history about its development? I think I missed the rest of that. I think ALGOBOX has evolved beautifully and would be interested if you shared that on a video. The ALGOBOX lore.
209.
Yeah, we could do that. We have technically done that. If you guys type in Vinny E Mini interview.
2-finger EAM on the 33.
I did an interview a long time ago with yet another Matt. There are way too many Matts in this industry, you know what I'm saying? And they're all attracted to this YouTube thing, I guess. It's very weird. Matt Owens had done an interview with me where talked about the background and start, and Tuan Nguyen, the guy who introduced me to stocks, etc. But yeah, we could do an update on one of those potentially.
DCDM EAM on the 1. Double delta EAM on the 1.
Okay, double cross
YM 100.
and double move would be up there to the target there. What's our time? We're still at 9:33, so I still like that first 5 minutes shakeout here before I start pressing the buttons. But yeah, straight to it. Nice little DCDM. Would have been a nice, easy target there. You could feel the audio box kicking with it as well, and a trap back behind it. Okay, we're at 9:33, so still got another 2 minutes.
Delta EAM on the 1.
Me to sit on hands.
Upper bands touch EAM on the 33. Double delta EAM on the 1.
Okay, there's double deltas, and there's 2 here. On a third, I can look for a potential reverse on a higher time frame.
Speed of YM 189.
Excuse me, I apologize for coughing into the mic there.
Upper bands touch EAM on the 33.
Okay, got about 15 seconds for the first 5 minutes to pass here.
Speed of YM 135.
Oh, thank you for that. 38R.
DCDM.
Thank you, Wilbur. Looking out for me. Thank you so much.
Speed of YM 149.
Okay. Looks like a trap there. I'm going to... Oh, boy. Nope. Okay. And that was like, no, I don't think so. Oh, boo. All right, so this looked a bit trappish, and I went for the double cross, tried to get that target up above, and that did not work out.
Upper bands touch him on the 89.
1, 2, 3. Okay, look for a 4LDT right about here. That'll do it. Give that one more shot up in. One to the opposite side of the little zone there.
On the 8.
Target filled. Target filled. Target filled.
Speed of YM 114. Fib.em on the 30.
Bummer.
Speed of YM 75.
Some interesting movement here this morning. Grade 1, 2, and then that one was kind of like a... I mean, it was net positive, but yeah. So we're breaking through. Let's go to a higher time frame here. Look at what just went through there. So structure break on green dot on both of these, 38 and on the 8s there. We went fully shifted from buy side into neutral and into sell.
On the 1.
Okay, first set of ready up here. So no trap and return.
Speed of
And now
94.
we are deep inside. I'm looking for, again, still a trap situation down in this area. What's up, Brandon?
Double delta em on
All right,
the 1.
I'll take the double delta here on a king timing and see if this ends up being a little zone.
Target filled. Target filled. Target filled.
All right,
Target
I'll
filled.
take that.
Speed of YM 84. Speed of YM 84.
Okay, so potential accumulation zone here, top to bottom. Let's look for double crosses top and bottom of the zone. Losif, is that you? How long's it been, my friend? It's been a while. I'll be right back, one sec.
Double delta EM on the 1. Speed of YM78. Double delta EM on the 1. DCDM EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 1. Speed of YM90. Speed of YM57. Upper bands touch double delta EM on the 1. Enigma short on the EM1.
Target
Double
filled.
delta EM on the
Target
1.
filled.
Speed of YM 397. Speed of YM 67. Double delta EM on the 1.
All right, sorry about that. Had to, well, you know, sometimes you need to use the restroom. We're all human. All right, you know what's not human is the Enigma. All right, so Enigma, targets filled, getting me to 935 there this morning for trade number 5. So now it's just bonus time. So you guys tell me, you guys think I should leave Enigma full auto on and let it do the work?
Speed of YM 100.
Or you think we should quit right here and chat on Mentorship Monday? You guys tell me. We'll let the viewer decide. Bro just made money while I was in the bathroom. You know, it could have gone either way there. I heard my alarm go off and forgot there was 9:45 news, which is weird. There's usually not 9:45, right? Usually it's 10 o'clock news. Chatted up on some Mentorship Monday. I agree. I think I would agree with that notion. It's probably a good idea here.
Double delta EM 113.
I'm gonna snag one more shot at this to try to get myself over 1K here. Tried to catch a bid there on that. Looks like we are stair-stepping up here. After a big steep drop.
Target filled.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Oh, don't like that we just got 2 of those. Let's see if we can bump me one more. Back every tick near, please. There we go. 2.
Speed of YM 94.
Got double ready upped.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Yeah, but I've noticed here on the YM, all you need is 2. You don't even need a triple. Weird, right?
Double delta EM on the 1. Speed of YM 60. DCDM EM on the 1. DCDM EM on the 1.
All right, double cross bottom of the zone with a cluster. Every other tick near. Market's going to turn around and make me work for it on a Monday. Come on now.
Target filled. Target filled.
Speed of YM72.
Target filled.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Filled. Target filled. Target filled.
All right. So I changed the sound settings there to no longer do. Let's see, what is that setting? No, it's play consecutively, but how do you say anti-consecutively? So I turned consecutively on. Let me zoom you guys in here. So I'm not sure good or bad. I don't know. We'll see it, but that's why we're getting the. I think this causes it to make sure you get every sound, and I was concerned when I was going through some bug troubleshooting that potentially the NinjaTrader setting might have had something to do with the fact that the new bar notifier wasn't working.
YM92.
But speaking of new bar notifier, we did put out a bug fix last night. It went out Sunday night. So the date on that, if you did not pick up a new version after 9/22, September 22nd, you need to make sure you go and get that latest. Had a couple of bug fix and performance enhancements there that you guys are going to want to pick up. Are those the antonyms? Yeah. Where the sounds try to lay over each other and it sounds crazy. Yeah, we do have news there at 10:15. Yeah, so I think so I have not installed that to my streaming machine here. So let's do that for our first item on our Mentorship Monday list. Let's complete out one more thing here. We tapped into the bonus and got over 1K there through that little deal. So interesting stuff there on the ready ups. You guys notice that ready up double here on YM. Now again, I'm learning the Dow personality. That one was probably my favorite right there. So this is going to be interesting to watch. So take a note while we shift over and have used the YM, which is going to be slightly faster than RTY. I didn't get to finish this morning there. Probably it was pre-coffee and my brain wasn't quite functioning yet. It came in here pretty quick this morning, just trying to get online with you guys on time. And a little tired here, I'll be honest.
Speed of YM7.
But we got the code out last night, so that's the important thing, right? So normally, I want to say normally, we shifted to the RTY because we knew it would slow things down a bit, give me an opportunity to walk through more trades with you guys. You guys allowed me in June to do a June bug trade, which is like in Texas, June bugs are big, fat, juicy beasts. And so I played the big account challenge there, ended up hitting a 6-figure day, huge numbers in June. But I told you guys, look, I will slow it down a bit after June, come back. Now in July, we did a ton of legal stuff, got to go sue the bad guys, and that was fun. One of them may or may not be in jail soon, so it's going to be fascinating. I'll be back in court in a couple days here to finish off some fun on these turds. And let's see, what else? That was July. So then we moved to August. We're already in September now. Almost to the end of it. Wow, coming up on October. And we switched over and I did the RTY to demonstrate a little bit more. We tried to convince some of these other turds online to come and do some competitions, but Top Step backed out. They talk big, and then they stepped to Vinny E. Mini, and they're like, what we meant to say was, Mr. Vinny E. Mini, no, please, sir, don't destroy us, please. So Top Step backed out. Their biggest guy, Dakota, decided to not do a small account challenge against me. Would have been, I think, more demonstrative for you guys to have seen that. go into a small account, but I'm not going to go all the way to a small account if it's not going to also, you know, pay in popularity, if you will. But if you guys can convince any of these idiots online to come and do a trading competition with me, I am happy to do a small account challenge at any point with anyone who has some kind of following. Look, I don't want, you know, somebody's fart. You know, I'm not one of ICT's little, I'll get you, Vinny, I'll get you. Oh, come on, bro. But no, they backed out. So I did at least shift over to RTY to slow things down. What did you guys think about RTY? Did you guys get a lot out of RTY? What are your complaints about RTY? Let's have some chats here about, did you guys feel like you got a little bit more teaching and training around RTY? When I go to YM, I do think it's going to be a bit faster. Now, obviously this morning, things weren't very fast. Okay, so you're probably like, oh, YM's not too bad. Oh no, YM is definitely faster. Remember, we talk about gears. I teach you guys in training about gears, how I look at the markets. So you have various gears that work better on, give you that torque. When the market is going crazy, you might need a little bit more torque to go over the bumps. You need to ride around in a Jeep, not a Lamborghini. And there are ways to shift, right? So slow to fast, what's the slowest? ES. Oh, sorry, my mouse is going weird. Just fell off the mouse pad here. ES, probably GC. RTY, oops. Actually, RTY is probably above. I think GC is a little bit more volatile. Actually, I would probably swap these two. Just depends on the time of year and how volatile things are. Right now, GC is more volatile because of macroeconomic events. Gold.
Delta EM on the 1.
YM, TL, NQ. So the fast guy down here, NQ, you know, that's kind of my favorite. I know that personality more than any. But opposite ends of the spectrum there, if you really want to slow things down, you go to the ES. But the cool thing about the ES is it also pays you double your trouble, right? So you can go half the amount of ticks and still your equal pay and then some, because it's not just like this is $5 a tick. And you'd think, oh, well, this one's 10. No, it's not. It's plus 250. So it actually pays for your commissions too, right? Because you're actually at $12.50 a tick on the ES. So you take that into account. I really should probably shift to ES more when we really want to do the teaching and trainings, but ES, oh, it's just torturously slow and it just looks like it just doesn't go anywhere. But anyway, it does make some money. So I will consider doing ES. But what the challenge was from last week was someone said, well, hey, Vinny, instead of RTY, a little bit more speed there. Because, yeah, we have. At end of day, RTY is just so slow. It's like dead meat. How about try the YM? And I said, okay, cool. So here's where we are right now. Although, again, I would love to override that with somebody step up to the plate and hop in my sack, right? Come do a small account challenge against me. One of these idiots online. Oh, I'd love if you guys could get Inner Circle Trader to, you know, step up and put on his Velcro balls that seem to snatch off every time he wants to talk.
Speed of 52.
But it's okay. We are also in the process of suing the Robbins competition for lack of transparency and a bullshit contest that allows people to have multiple basically unfair advantages to those who are allowed to trade multiple contracts at the same time, trade multiple accounts, and there's no accountability and you don't know it. There's zero transparency into that thing. So I am suing them and we're going to get all the information. I'm putting it all public. I'm done with the bullshit. I mean, pardon my French here. So, but yeah, if any of these guys want to come and small account challenge it up, I'm down with it. The advantage to that would be we start with something small like a normal person might. With we've gone as small as $2,500 against Ross Cameron. I'd prefer to start at 5K. I'll be honest. Like I think that
Speed up.
That would allow me to go straight to NQ, because NQ at 5K, since it's 1K per contract, that allows me to trade up to 5 contracts. And when we are doing 5 trades, I'd prefer that I have the option to go up to 5 contracts. So I think 5K would be a good small account challenge. And at the same time, yes, I recommend that. Well, the absolute lowest you could ever do is 2,500. And you know, guys, that I don't actually recommend that. In fact, my recommended is what size? Let's see who can get this answer correct. If you say, what is my recommended absolute lowest? Let's see who paid attention to the videos on that one. What is the absolute lowest that I recommend? Now, again, not absolute lowest that is, you know, if you absolutely had to, because I'll just give the hint on that, it's 2,500. But what is the recommended
speed of YM64?
Daniel D nailed it. 8K, that's right. 8K. And there's a whole video around why I recommend 8K. It has to do with this sizing and having some room to work with, etc. And sizing, like what's your max 8K? So if 16 contracts is my standard position size, I can do that with 8K on what instruments? RTY, YM, and ES, right? On the RAI, I can do up to 16 contracts. All right, it's crazy to think about, because those are $500 per contract. So anyhow, I've dumped a lot of information there, and there's a big bunch of scribble there on the screens on my not so whiteboard there. But let's talk about some other things. 50K, what? You're talking about full auto size, Eli? So 50K would be if you were doing full auto. I think that's what you're talking about.
Double delta EAM on the 4.
For a strategy divided up across multiple instruments, right? Okay, so now let's do the install of the new stuff, and then I'll walk through. Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Great. I do think I also have some plans on. So I noticed there's about a 10 or 15 second delay on the live streams when I kind of pulled it up on my phone. So I have gone to all the settings in YouTube, and it looks as though when you're on 4K, it just doesn't go any faster. However, if I go down to 2K, it looks like there is a it's called ultra low latency mode, which should be, you know, I don't know, seconds, if any delay there. Well, there's obviously going to be some delay, but you know, you're talking about, are we at gaming level latency? What is the recommended minimum one for funding? That is a great question. All the funding programs are different. I'll tell you what it goes down to if you pay attention to my videos. But this is what the equivalent would be. Which one allows you to trade 5 contracts? Absolute minimum. And I believe, depends on which one's which, but I believe this will let you go down to a 25K funded. Now, you guys know more about the trader funding programs than I do, I assure you. But 25K funded on who, right? We're talking about, so, you know, my favorite, the Apex guys are awesome. So you got Apex in the #1 spot, but I don't know the others. Top Step, which just backed out of a competition with me with their best guy, so that's not a good, you know, but who cares, right? It's funding, right? But Dakota, I mean,
Speed of YM.
who goes out there and says they'll take a competition against anybody, and then when someone steps up, even a friendly competition, why can't you do a friendly competition? No, dude, see, there's nothing friendly in this industry. Everybody in this industry is a turd. They just don't want their audience to find out that somebody else is better. They're like, oh, we want the best for our community. No, you don't. No, that's a lie. You lie like Mike Schwartz. I just want the best for... No, you don't. You are a liar. So you guys tell me about the 25K is 4. Okay, well then that would tell me then the minimum would be 50K then. Is there any of the trader funding programs that is a 5 contracts on less than a 50K? So pop quiz, help me out, do some searching. And I know some people have, you guys going all out on these stats. Maybe we need to talk to, what's her name? Kellyanne. What's her last name? It's not Conway. Kellyanne Conway. That's the, Trump's political lady. She's cool, by the way. But there's another Kellyanne out there that does, I think, a lot of studies around this stuff. Apparently she's not a fan of me, but then again, who is? Yeah, so nobody on 5 contract. So then that would tell me then 50K, right? But the 50K, I think, allows you to trade... Depends. Like, what funding program is... like the 50 with Apex, I believe, is 10 contracts. Is that correct?
Speed of YM 63.
So those of you who are just joining, someone asked, so if my, we talked about my personal recommendations for minimum account sizes. If you are just doing straight up normal personal funding, I'm all about that. I've been doing that for decades. But now, with the advent of trader funding, so what is the minimum trader funding? 50K allows 9 contracts. So see, there you go. Yeah, it'd be cool if there was like an in-between, right, that allowed you to do 5 contracts. So basically, if you guys could find a trader funding program that lets you do 5 contracts, the next 50K is 7. See, that's the thing. Like, they're all different, right? But Apex at the 50K, as I understand it, is likely your ideal from a perspective of the target, your monthly target that you have to have, and amongst a lot of other things.
Speed of YM 54.
And Apex, that's 10. See, I thought it was 10. Okay. So you guys fight amongst yourselves. A-Lighton, why did you say 9? Greg says it's 10, and I thought it was 10 as well. So, oh, okay, somebody said no idea. 150 is 17. Yeah, so for... and here's the thing, like, I hope you guys understand, like, these trader funding programs, I don't know where they, come up with these numbers, because it doesn't correlate to, I'm going to say normal, but it's not necessarily normal, because NinjaTrader and AMP and Dorman and Phillips and T3 discount brokers, right? But a discount broker, like, who's not going to use a discount broker? I mean, and I will tell you who. The people who are in Thinkorswim that don't know any better. Thinkorswim, are like, oh, I got a Thinkorswim account, and they're like, when I went to trade futures, it cost me $13,000 a contract. And like, there's just such a lack of education. I mean, the education is there, but what I say, knowledge in this industry, because they don't teach it in school. You got to know somebody in this industry, or basically hunt around specifically for it to know. 2,500 drawdown, 50K account should be played like the SAC. That makes sense. 1-up trader, 6 contracts. Yeah, see, I don't see anything better than Apex. Like, Apex still, number 1 in my opinion. So Apex number 1, baby. Yeah, and if you do want to do Apex, like if you don't want to have to concern yourself, well, who's got the best offer? Who's got the best offer? You don't have to care or worry, because you use code ALGOBOX and you're always going to get their deepest discount. So keep it simple. But yeah, there's not one that does 5. If there was one out there that was, 5 contracts,
double delta EAM on the 1.
Or if there was one that was 6, that was lower than a 50K, I think that would be your ideal from a perspective of, how you can work a game. If you're talking about approaching the market like I do, gaming style, and being able to, increase your trade size from trades 1 through 5.
Double delta EAM on the 1.
With some wiggle room for, drawdown if your first or second trade wasn't a winner. And, I'll show you guys all the time. You do not have to be perfect to be profitable. Out of the trades here this morning, we had a loser right there in the center. And this one was kind of a scratch trade. So these two right here, I mean, I could, if I flip this to red here, this is really how, the morning went. This was, because this was not a winner. This is, I guess, like if we had a yellow. I don't have a yellow, but, don't have to be perfect to be profitable there. But, use the system. There's a triple ready up here. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if this ends up being a fake up move here. What's the time? 3 minutes before news. A little bit weird with a triple ready up on one straight leg, so I don't know that I would trust all that. It's very interesting. Let's watch this spot right here. I'm curious.
Double delta EAM on the 4.
Tide actually went red was the last touch. So that was a shift. So we are red-green. That is a very bright green down there. Off the bottom for the push-up. Well, how about that? Triple ready up. It's also right here at the open line, so gonna be a very interesting location here. That is the open line. That nice orangey dashed line there. So I'm going to do the installer, then I'm going to walk through the new features. Some of them are specific to the news indicator. We did put out the update now button, and it has a timer here that will tell you when the next update is going to occur. There was a little bit of an issue with the algo voice option, and that has since been fixed in the new version. So I'm going to get that installed here on my streamer. Look at that. Even when the market's looking like it's up and up and up and up, look at that triple ready up, calling the reversal. Man, that is exciting. That is also one of the changes in this next version, and I will tell you why. A couple things if you are on the new one. The current workspaces that I've put into it. Here's the thing. We are one of the only that I'm aware of software companies that allows people to use the system with no hindrances for 2 weeks.
Double delta.
Now that you would think that's an awesome thing, right? That's a check plus in our category. Should be. But unfortunately, because our system does require a little bit of training, we have people who, since this says ready up, listen, let me just talk about this for a second. People today are so dumb. Like I'm just gonna say it. Okay, Lord bless them. Okay, and I know the Bible scripture talks about saying, beware calling someone a fool. Okay, I didn't say they're foolish. I'm saying they're stupid. Is there a difference? Oh, you guys tell me. If I say that somebody's stupid, is that calling them a fool? Like, what is the difference? You know what? I'm going to look up the definition right now before I go into this rant here about how people are stupid. Possibly because of fake injections they've taken, possibly, and the food that they're shoving down our faces, so I can get into the excuses of it. But I've just noted a decline in IQ across the world. Is anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Define foolish. A person or action lacking good sense or judgment. Unwise. Okay, that's foolish. Let's talk about stupid. Define stupid. Having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. Lacking good sense or judgment. Okay, so a fool kind of like has an excuse because they're just like they don't know any better. But stupid is like, I don't know. Listen, the last thing I want to do is upset the good Lord above, okay? My ultimate Father above. So, Lord, please forgive me for the words that I'm about to speak here, but I'm speaking freely here for the moment. I do feel like people are stupid. So putting a powerful system into stupid people's hands is a dangerous thing, right? It's like, can somebody, look, I think guns have their place. But if you put it in the hands of somebody that's stupid or evil, you know, that could be a bad thing. The tool in the hand of the right person is, the person is determining whether or not that is a good tool or not. And ALGOBOX is no different. So, you know, this says ready up. Now, again, I know in different languages and where you come from, things of that sort. So, ready up. Then again, it's my word choices. I was like, yeah, ready up. Okay, get ready. I mean, I could have just put it and said, made it say get ready. Okay. But because I use the word up, people are like, well, it says up, and I've seen it go down a lot. Oh my word. So, people like that, and it's not just been once. I've had that conversation come at least twice, and I've only released this like within the last few weeks. This tells me, you remind me, people are stupid. Or it's me. I mean, it absolutely could be me, and that's what I have to remind myself, is, you know what, it could be me. I didn't think about how people are going to come in, use the system, and they're going to see ready up, and they're going to ready for an up. Okay, I can totally see you reading it like that. But yes, my expectation is that people have come into our trainings or live streams and have learned like what this means, like get ready for a play coming up here. And anyway, but whatever. So I have changed this in the most recent version. Now it says ready DD. All right. So then people at least have to ask, what is that? Okay. Ready DD. Okay. Double delta. But yeah, I could have said get ready, whatever. So anyhow, that is changed now. Still doesn't change my rant on the fact that I think people are stupid. That's my personal opinion.
On the one.
Lacking in discernment. Yeah, I think it's a term used all over. Thank you, Redneck. You know, but maybe it's things used all over, like, for people that we hang out with. Like, what about in foreign languages, right? People that are like, they're, because it is a vernacular, right? It's a particular set of vernacular. So I get it. It's on me. My bad. So, two things that you're going to be not necessarily missing on this one, but there is something missing, because here's another one. I'm gonna do a new chart for this one.
Upper bands touch him on the 38.
Who I am. And how about there we go, ripple here, and 1 day of data. Let's grab ALGOBOX 2s. All right, and let's peel off a bunch of stuff. Let's turn off the regulator too. Okay, so apparently this has also become confusing. I had someone come on the live stream and say, but that means up, right? It's green. And it says buy supply. It's telling me I should buy the supply. Oh, for my... People are stupid. That's what it means, right? It says it right there. Okay, yep. You know what? You got me. Words mean things. So, a person who is brand new with us, who has not gone through training, doesn't know anything, but they installed it last night. They're like, oh, but I installed a 2-week free trial. Okay. Too stupid for me to turn on settings for you. So you notice in the most recent release, I have this off by default. Okay, if you want to turn that on, I see green. Yeah, so, and it's green. It means long. No, it doesn't. No, in fact, it means that a bunch of retailers bought right there. Do you want to be on the side of retailer? Do you want to? All the retailers. There's retailers pressed buy right there. Do you want to go with the retailer? Now, why did they think that was an up move? Well, probably because, oh, they see this straight leg right there. I'll teach you this. And then, oh, fake move. And then up. Oh, okay, right there. They start thinking it's up. And then a little move like that. They're like, okay, cool. Continuation. All right, I think we're going to go up here. They press the buy button right there. A bunch of them press the buy button right there. Do you want to go with them? No. Okay, so yes, you go through a couple videos and I can teach you, right, if you want to play against it. But no, I can't because people are stupid. So in the most recent version, we go in here to indicators and your crosses, and I have the supply, colors, and the text turned off. So if you want this back on, you're going to need to turn it on yourself. And you can thank all the stupid people around the world. Brains getting rotted away by fake injections and lack of discernment. But it looks like this for the idiots. So if you want that additional piece of information, you're going to need to turn it on yourself. Same thing with the psychology module. Had somebody come and say, well,
speed of YM55.
The chart had a giant X on it, so I thought it was broken.
Speed of YM59.
So it had an X, so I thought the whole system was broken. I know the X's were on there was 4 charts, and it had X on all 4 of them on a Sunday night. So I thought it was broken, so I installed it 3 times. And then I reinstalled it, but you know what? Still got the X's. And I'm like, this is that moment where I just took my hand and slapped it right in my forehead and said, we're doomed. At the same time, no, I get it. Okay, you go, you see the psychology module, you haven't been through the video trainings, you never seen the psychology module, you don't know how cool all this stuff is, and you're like, oh. You know, you make assumptions because you're so used to the BS that everybody puts out there. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm serious. No, I'm definitely serious. So, yes, by default, these are turned off. So, and again, I was like, you know what, it's okay. It makes sense. The smart people that are here, you know what to turn on, but it's a pain in the tail. So I've made it more difficult on the smart people. But you know what? That's what life is right now. Life is difficult for the smart people, is it not? Like if you're... The whole society is now designed to make it torturous to have a brain. You know, mocked, attacked, blah, 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 blah. But if you're stupid and you go along with the herd, you're an ICT Muppet. Yeah, guys, let's go. We're all stupid together, right? Let's believe Daddy ICT. Come on, guys. Let's pause our Uber route and go watch some ICT tonight. He's throwing a shotgun Saturday. He's gonna talk for 5 hours in his car. He has to get out of the house because, you know, his wife and kids think he's nuts. And he, I mean, I don't think he's nuts. I think he's genius. He's as dumb as me, but talks a lot. So, yeah. So we have dumbed this down. So yeah, you'll have to, people actually have to go and study what the cross means now, and double cross, double moves, you know. But anyway, I turned some of the fun settings off, so you might notice that and be like, hey Vinny, how come they're not on? I did that on purpose, so that the people who do the 2-week free trial are not instantly confused, and you know, protecting them from themselves to not lose money, because like, oh, I saw a green cross and it instantly I lost money, and that wasn't a signal entry. And there's a thing that says trade nothing alone. Well, yeah, but I didn't have time to go through the training. I mean, I just installed it and it was free, so I was like, oh, got a free trial, man, we're just gonna go and swing at it, you know what I'm saying? I bought 5 trader funding programs last night and got to press the buttons like today. You know, that was because that was my plan. It was my personal plan. Okay. Sweet nectar, bro. All right. And sometimes they're not all bros. I had, you know, as a female had a chat with me, told me the same thing. So it's universal. Stupidity is universal. All right. And then again, it's really me. Actually, I'm stupid. Here's what I didn't figure it out. I did not figure that someone would just go throw their money at trading, but that's stupid on my part. So I'm going to take responsibility for it. And yes, I solved the problem by going, okay, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to turn the safety on the gun before I hand it to him. Does that make sense? So I would say I got to stop knocking on everybody else and be like, well, Vinny, you're a software developer and you know the hands of the people that you're putting this into. So it is on you. You did make that decision to put that on. How dare you? Yeah, it's true. It's true. So no, I'm taking responsibility. So yes, you would need to go through the training, and nobody's going to go through the training. When you get a 2-week free trial, it just lets you go at it. Now, I could just like not let people have the 2-week free trial, but then we get back into the whole, now I look like these other idiots that are out there that will show people a demo and then be like, oh no, you got to buy it first. And I don't want to be that guy either. So I got to pick my spot. So if you look at the new release, you will need to turn those features on. Psychology module, the color crosses if you want them on. And ready up no longer says ready up, it says ready DD, which then someone would have to go and research. I'm hoping they'll go, what's ready DD? And they're like, oh, okay. That's the double delta. DD stands for double delta. What's a double delta? Then they have to look into that and then, oh, okay, cool. Now everybody's safe, right?
DCDM meme on the 2.
Baby gates are needed for software. Yes. Don't let the kids go near the stairs. Exactly. The stairs are dangerous. Yeah. So yes, we put on the baby gates. All right. Without further ado, since the market is super slow in here, wow, can't talk here. Speaking of stupid, Vinny. Okay, let me close this tab. I'm gonna save workspace. I'm gonna go to the ones for this and save my workspace. Save, and then I'm going to save a backup. All right, I like to save my workspaces twice in the event of getting things all screwed up. You just noticed the ready DD. Yeah, and I thought it was subtle enough where you guys wouldn't get screwed up by it. Because it's, you know, it's kind of hidden in there. Sometimes it gets spot. So you guys won't really notice any difference. But, you know, people who are like, it said up, so I hit long. I went, because, you know, up is long. Haha, I learned that. I'm learned. It stops the people who see ready up in a spot like this. It's like, oh, it's a lot of ups. I got to press the up button. What happened? I mean, no, Vinny, I haven't watched any of your live streams, but still. Okay. Baby gates on. Get ready might be better. Yeah, I have considered that. In the next version, it might say get ready. But I was hoping with the ready DD, it wouldn't be too much of a change for you guys, number one. on the first one because we had already released that, and you know, you're used to seeing that and you're like, what, get ready, what? Plus you can't see ready. It ends up hiding down in the stuff. So imagine the bottom of this, it says get red. Yeah, I have thought through several of these, and it's like, it looks like it says get ria. What's that? I didn't learn that from Vinny yet. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take poison, some level of it, and yeah, there we go. That's what I chose. But yeah, I thought get ready might be better as well. True. I did go through that thought process, but I went with the ready DD. And if somebody does read it, they'll go look at like, what is it? Because get ready is so generic. Like, it doesn't point them to where they need to go. They don't even know what it came from. So at least if they see it here, they're like, okay, DD. And then it's like, okay, and go and look in the documentation, and DD's double delta. Okay. And what's a double delta? Okay, ready app. Oh, okay. So ready DD. So that's what I decided for now. You know, but hey, we got versions, you know, we need to change it, we come up with something else. In fact, if you guys come up with another one, you know, put it in the wish list for me. If you guys like get ready better, I'm down with that. But I gotta go back and change all the documentation. That's the hardest thing about, you know, when you put documentation. I've said this from the beginning, why I didn't put, you know, hardcore documentation when I first launched all this is because things are going to change, and sometimes the amount of updates you have to do to documentation is more so than the amount of code you put in. But we've reached a very mature spot in our development cycles here where the documentation is, you know, ready to go, and our documentation is looking really good. If you guys have not seen it yet, go check it out. docs.algoboxpro.com, docs.algoboxpro.com, or at the top of the algoboxpro.com website. You can click training up there at the top, and there's documentation there. Looking to make a trade that had 3 ready up. Didn't realize it had been changed to ready DD. Haha, good. But you still know what it meant. Awesome. Yeah, I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a change if somebody put it and installed it and hadn't heard the chat yet. That's awesome. Yay. Winning. So let's see. Let me go through the items that are on the list for the update. If you're in the premium chat, put that in there last night, and let's open it up here.
VIP.eam on the upper bands, touch eam on the 38th.
Okay, so from the last update, there's not too many things there. ALGOBOX new bar notifier, audio triggering on the new bar, AudioBox, the trade copier, saving the account info. This is a big one if you're on a trade copier. So our trade copier, we have heard many good things compared to the other ones on the industry. Now, the other ones in the industry have more features, but they break more. Ours just does exactly what you expect it to do, from a copy to copy, one-to-one. I've heard no one have any issues with ours versus having issues with the other online trade copiers that you go and purchase. Ours is just straight up, does exactly what you expect it to do. One-for-one copy to other accounts. Trade copier built in for our stuff. Now, this lets you go up to 20 accounts now. And now you can save your template. So that's in there. And then the news, audio fix that we talked about earlier, and the timer and update buttons.
Double delta eam on the 1.
So those are the 3 primary fixes that go into this update. And then the workspace enhancements. So that is what is there. Now, we have been out here for just over an hour. And let me switch over to my account here. All right. So 1620 there for the first morning session in the leader account. And if you are copying that over to 20 accounts, you can do the numbers with, I like to troll the Matts online. In fact, if you guys want to talk to, get Matt to come out here and do a small account challenge against me, we will do that. But for now, we'll try YM for a bit. I would love to do a small account challenge next month. We got 7 days till a new month. It'd be awesome to start it up in October. And hey, you know, it's Halloween. People are scared of stuff. People want to get scared. Hey, tell one of these Muppets to come over here and do a trading competition against me.
Enigma short on the
And tell them to put their money where their mouth is. Let's have some fun. You guys like the docs? The docs are doing good. Yeah, the documentation. There it is. Whoops, click the wrong button.
Double delta EAM on the 4.
Check out that documentation there. Let me make this a little bit bigger on this screen. Can I do this? How's that? In upper third, doesn't it? And then that covers the buttons. So how about we put it here? All right, docs.algoboxpro.com, and we've been hanging out here for an hour. I'll do the install stuff this afternoon for the afternoon session. So don't forget, we are doing 2 sessions a day, just because. Prove it out. Is there any better transparency in the industry than that? I don't think so. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B. I am sitting out in the Big H-Town. See ya. Art team, why don't you show them how it's done?
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use best front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
DCDM on the 1. Upper bands touch EAM on the double delta EAM on the 1.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Double delta EAM on the 1. Speed of YM51. Speed of YM51.
Delta vibrating. Long, look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. One down on freeze. Order filled. Target filled.
Audio Jungle.